Mark Zero's XCOM The Long War. Let's play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XCOM. When last we left you, we were looking at an alien abduction with 8 hours left in Chongqing, China. So we are going to head over to China for a light abduction mission. Here's a squad I prepared earlier. So, this time, even though it's a light abduction, and honestly, it probably would be an easier mission to bring rookies on than the last one, I'm not doing that rookie nonsense again. Area of operations is a roadway corridor with numerous vehicles, so here's what we're working with. Hrothgar joins us again as a specialist. I've decided to make Hrothgar a gunner because, I mean, little girl with a giant machine gun, I feel like the real-life Hrothgar would appreciate that. So we now finally have the ability to suppress targets, which I'm very, very happy about. We will be able to pin a target down behind something and run up on it. So we're working with the squad automatic weapon, the saw. The other option is the LMG, but that's for entrenching and doing, like, long-distance firing and stuff like that. I'm not even going to bother with that for this mission. I want to be able to be mobile. Laser sight, and able to deploy the smoke grenade for tactical defense if we get dug in. Drumthulu rejoins us, now as a sniper. That really high aim, I needed to take at least one of these high aim soldiers and make them into a sniper, and Drumthulu I think is going to be godly at it. Her job is going to be to stand all the way in the back and just pop brains, just splatter brains all over things whenever possible. Loading her out with high cap mags for 1 extra shot and a laser sight for extra aim. We're sitting at 80 aim. If Drumthulu misses high percentage shots, I'm going to be very disappointed. Moving right along to Specialist Blumpus, who is now infantry. The high health, decent move, and comparatively high aim to other soldiers, I need more infantry. This is very important. Blumpus is going to be very useful. I was thinking about trying out the new drum magazines to get 2 extra shots, but I decided against it. We're rocking a high explosive grenade to try and take care of cover, and again a laser sight to come up to 72 aim. Blumpus will hopefully not miss. Canio rejoins us now as a scout. The high health, the really high move now, especially as a scout. And the aim actually took a pretty good boost too. We may eventually even be able to put a marksman's rifle in Canio's hands. But for now, we're rocking a shotgun because we don't have anybody else who can really rock a shotgun, and that aim is low enough to justify it. Plus, that move really justifies it. Also loading an AP grenade and the battle scanner to see what's going on. With the roadway, I actually am tempted to slap a marksman scope in here, but you know what? We need at least one person with a shotgun to flank people, so Canio is probably going to get lots of kills. Savage returns. As long as nothing terrible happens, Savage will level, even if he doesn't get a kill on this one. We're looking at an AP grenade and a laser sight. 12 move, 7 health. You know, Savage is going to kind of pound the front line a little bit, even though he's a rookie. And joining us for the first time, Private First Class Leah Siren. Sitting again, we've got 5 health. Unfortunately, Leah does not have as good aim. She took Will as her dump stat, which means that maybe someday down the line we will find a use for Leah's high will. Hint, hint, for those who know XCOM. 66 aim, which ain't so great. 12 move, which ain't so great. I would have put a laser sight on, but we need somebody to carry a medikit, so I'm going to hope that I can get in range with this AP grenade and just bomb somebody at close range. Now the bad news is we are moving towards the tail end of the month, I think. Let me just go back to briefing real quick. Alright, we're about mid-month, so we still have some room to work with here. Hopefully this will just be sectoids and drones again, but we're getting to the point where we might see some floaters. I don't think we're going to see anything more vicious than floaters, but, you know, floaters can fly, they're going to be a pain in the neck. Canio has a shotgun, that will hopefully solve that problem. Away we go! flight over the Pacific doesn't get any shorter.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Let's deploy.
We're heading into China for the next operation.
All
Local government
right.
forces have reported a coordinated
This is an
alien
interesting
attack
roadway
against the
map.
neighborhood. They're counting on us to secure the area.
So it's going to basically be one side or the other, I think. We'll see where we land with the random drop zone. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Oh wait, this might not be the map I thought it was. This is not the map I thought it was.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike One is cleared to engage.
I don't know what map this actually is. Is this the tutorial? Don't mind me while I... Again, I'm doing the scrolling at the edges of the screen thing. I'm not sure if this is the tutorial map from a different angle or what. I'm thinking we secure this general area and try to get Kineo, or not Kineo, try to get Drumthulu up on top of this bus if we can clear it. Now with roadway maps, going up the middle is generally seeming to be suicide. I actually did a video prior to beginning this series where I just was testing out the name list and everything, and I got one of the roadway maps and I got absolutely just decimated. So I think what the plan is going to be here, and I hope I don't regret it, is going to be to move over and secure the mid and this side. Make sure this side is clear, and then try to install Drumthulu on top of this bus and just see if we can pound our way through here. So we're going to start with Blumpus. Kineo. Already, that's some great move paying off. Oh, you know, I've done an Exalt mission on this map before. I think I have an idea of what to expect. Either way. Let's move it over here. We might be moving to the back of this bus. I think there's like a construction pit over here somewhere. Again, I should be using my number keys for scrolling. Should also try to increase the scroll speed at some point. Leah, just stay with the group. And this is basically our bounding box here. Hrothgar, why don't you take position and entrench here for now. Savage, you can't move very far, so I'm going to move you over here with intent to go down that corridor with you, I think. And Drumthulu, I could put you here instead of your weapon, but we're going to the right, so I'm going to put you all the way over here and hope I don't activate. Please don't activate. Okay, good. So that's going to give a sight line all the way down here as we clear it. And let's get the battle scanner out early this time instead of forgetting about it. Let's see if there's anything in this general vicinity that we need to know about.
Scanner's online.
Okay. First contact is going to be drones. Now what we're going to do is we're going to split our engagement to the side that they're on and to the center, because they're going to probably fly this way, but if they fly this way, I want to be ready for them. Drumthulu will hopefully pull with a snipe next round. Even though you can't see them, so we'll see what happens here. Alright. Yep. Now, there's also a possibility that we have pods behind us, but we're not going to go anywhere near here in the hopes that we just don't pull anything. Alright, can you see any of these? Really? You can't? Alright, well, I'm going to hold on that move until we pull. And I'm thinking...
Okay.
Let's introduce ourselves with Savage. Here we go. They're either going to come... Yep, here they come on this side. Drumthulu should have a shot. Really? Oh, I know why.
Affirmative.
Okay, well, now we have a shot. This bus was blocking Drumthulu's view. Kineo. Well, I could stand you out in the open. If I'm going to do that, I'd almost rather put you on top of the bus, but I risk activations if I do that. So I might just put you next to Savage. Because they're going to come in for a flank. 41s all across the board. Take your shot. And Savage earns his promotion, not by way of the mission, but by the way of his own weaponry. Leah can't quite get into range, so that's probably going to be an Overwatch. Hrothgar can't quite get into range. Blumpus can't quite get into range. A little disappointing all around. Okay. So that's going to mean... I honestly kind of want to just run up with Kineo, but... too risky. Yeah, too risky. Alright, we're gonna do... Your job is to deal with anything that comes up and tries to mess with Savage. If they don't take a shot at him in cover and they try to flank him, that's your job. Leah, just kind of stay where you are. Blumpus. And... Hrothgar, cover the middle. Let's see what they do. Alright, Leah takes her shot. That's alright, there was a bus in the way. Are you going to double move? Nope, you're going to fire. Oh, 1 damage. Come on, you can take that. You're going to fire as well, I think, right? Alright, I'll take 1 damage. That's not terrible. I don't think that even chinked your armor, did it? Yeah, no, you're good. You are good. Now, we're not going to try to move up a flank because there's no flank to take. They're flying. Let's see. I want Drumthulu to take a shot here purely because I want experience on my specialists. There we go. Start leveling up that sniper. Now, I will move up with Kineo.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Because this is a guaranteed kill.
Nailed him.
There we go. Alright. Now everybody else is going to start moving in this general direction.
On my way.
I'm a little hesitant to move too far up in this general direction, but this is where we're going to want to go. Because we can assume safely now that this area is clear. We're going to use this area for flanking. I think. Yeah. I mean, if there's something over here, they could flank on the bus, but we'll let Kineo figure that one out. Let's see. Blumpus. Why don't you be the guinea
Heading
pig?
to that location.
Okay. This area is clear. We can all move forward.
I'm rolling.
Leah, why don't you move up? We don't need to use a med kit yet, because, like I said, armor is not really a problem yet. Steady weapon, just in case something activates on us. Everybody else is overwatching. And Leah, you steady your weapon too, just in case. I think that's the sound of another drone pod. Yeah, I think that weird noise. It's definitely not something more dangerous because, I mean, we just started. We can take this on a blue move. Let's give it a try. Surprised we didn't reveal anything, but now we know that we're relatively safe until we move up further. So I'm gonna guess if there's anything real close to us, it's gonna be on the other side of this truck. Let's see. Again, I need to use my mouse keys. Alright, I'm not... I could take the top of the bus. And you know what? I could throw smoke up here if I activate. Let's take the top of the bus. Okay, no visual yet. Good. That's what I wanted. Now, I might end up having to put Leah in the unenviable position of checking around this truck. I'd rather do that with, like, Blumpus. Let's push up a little more, at the risk of a potential flank.
Solid copy.
Still clear. Wish I still had that battle scanner. Move up to low cover here. Could be getting greedy there. We don't need to... Yeah, we're not going to get an activation. We don't need to do that. That'll be your cover next round. And I'm going to go ahead and say we can bias in this direction. Steady weapon. Overwatch. Actually, you can take that cover now because Kaneo's looking at where that would activate. Cool. Okay, that's fine.
Roger that. Scanning.
Alright, let's see if anything walks into us. They're over there.
What was that?
Anybody gonna walk into us? Or fly into us, as it were? Well... let's move up to here and see if we activate.
Target acquired.
Yep. There we go. 3 drones. Right the way we want them. Blumpus has a shot. Let's put Hrothgar up here. Now we can see. You can see. Can we get Leah in position? Leah has 1 shot from where she is. And that's a good shot. Go ahead and take it. See if you can get it. There we go.
Kill confirmed.
Perfect. That ought to level Leah at the end of the match. We got 55s on Drum Thulu. So let's see if we can get Blumpus and Hrothgar some kills. Let's try for a 49. No such luck.
Target still up.
You're not going to be able to hit the broadside of anything from there, but we can start moving you towards.
I'm on it, Commander.
47's not terrible. Give that a shot. Nope. We're gonna have to keep moving up. Well, let's see. Savage. Your chances are garbage. You're gonna be on Overwatch. Hrothgar. Your chances are decent, or I could suppress one. Nah, you know what? Let's try to kill for the kills. That worked out well. Okay. Drum Thulu. See if you can win a coin toss. Not this round. That's alright. Your aim, it will improve. Savage, see if you can hit him. That's okay.
Adjusting sights.
I'm sure you are. Let's see if you're going to take a shot. Nope, you're going to double move. And you're going to double move right over Kaneo. Perfect. Well, Blumpus. I shouldn't call him Blump because we also have Mr. Blump. You have 2 tries. You only needed 1. Alright, go ahead and reload. We have 1 more out there somewhere.
I'm on the move.
Unless I'm just hearing leftover audio. Clear. Hrothgar, you don't need to move up.
I'm on it, Commander.
Savage, you can.
Locked and loaded.
Reload. You're on Overwatch in case something nasty shows up.
Heading to that location.
Leah, go ahead and reload.
Locked and loaded.
And Kaneo, go ahead and reload just to make sure. And why don't you move a little further up the bus? And same idea. And here comes the cavalry, I think.
Good shot.
Yep.
Enemies rolling up.
1, 2. That it? Just the 2? Okay. Can we get a line of sight from here? Nope. You can see, which means I can probably move Savage up. I'm thinking here. Alright, Kineo, you got better than a coin toss. Yeah! Bye-bye. Yeah, you've got a 55. I don't know why you've only got 55s, dude. Should have slightly better odds than that. 37. Why don't you just get in range? There we go. Hrothgar. Yeah, same idea, buddy.
Got it. Moving.
Hopefully this is in range. Yep. And Leah. Leah, what do I do with you, Leah?
Hauling ass.
I put you over here into high cover, and you're gonna have to move up. Might as well take a shot. You're our only good Overwatch. Let's see if you can get it done, Drum Thulu. Oh yeah! Never doubt your snipers. Baboom! Good night.
Operational objectives completed.
Nice and short. Finally, nice change of pace from the really, really long mission before. So this was Operation Hidden Dirge. I should try to call out the operations while we're still in the Sky Ranger. Only 1 point of damage done to the entire squad. We can shrug that off with armor. Hopefully nobody's headed to the med bay. I don't think anybody should be. Let's head back to base. Oh man, Frozen is the in-flight movie again. God. Gonna have that song stuck in my head all day now.
Impressive work, Commander.
All right.
Be feeling good after a mission like that.
Well, the bad news is nobody actually ranked up. The good news is, or nobody, excuse me, no existing specialists ranked up. But the good news is we have new specialists, and Savage actually got exactly the class I wanted him to get. Savage, welcome to the Assault Corps. And you get your neat sunglasses and your chin beard and your shoes and your shirt. Seriously, man, all you need is a cigar. Couldn't have worked out better if I planned it. And Leah Siren, you're unfortunately too low aim to be a good sniper. But you could be a good scout. 66 aim is good for a scout because scouts aim levels decently. And frankly, scouts have a good kind of combination of weaponry to work with that. You know what? Yeah, Leah, you're going to be a scout. 5 health is good for a scout. That's what we're going to do with you. Actually, let me think on it, because you could also potentially be a gunner. Like, the move's not great, but it's good enough. I'll think on it. 8 drone wrecks, 8 Elerium, 8 alloys, 8 weapon fragments, 888. Unfortunately, no meld. That's fine. I'll take a full flawless mission over meld. We earned $80. Panic in China has decreased.
We will be watching.
You're creepy, council leader guy. And still looking pretty good on the panic front. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. Engineering can't really do much of anything yet. Still got a laboratory being built. Don't quite have enough stuff to build the steam vent yet. That'll be coming, though. That'll be a high priority. If necessary, I might sell the alien computers for it. Josie is back. And Germany has withdrawn from the Council. Germany has lost faith in the XCOM project and has withdrawn all support. Now what this is that the aliens have infiltrated Germany. The aliens have set up their base of operations in Germany. So the battleground for this campaign, at least at the onset, is going to be Europe. We are going to be fighting all of Europe. Now that kind of sucks because I wanted Europe's continent bonus, and you know, Germany was a pretty good country, but you know, to secure funding from, they were a major country. We're not going to get any German-speaking soldiers that we didn't already have. Unless I get Namenlos later on, in which case I am going to force her to speak German because it's appropriate. Because Namenlos actually does speak German. Anyway, Namenlos is not in the roster yet, so we won't worry about it. Let's keep on scanning.
Excavation complete.
Let's take a look. Alright, not bad. I'm going to sink another $5. I could drop 40 on this steam vent, but I don't really have a need for it yet. I'll do that after I build the first power station.
Commander, we're receiving a transmission from the Council. Coming on screen.
Alright, what do you want, Council? Target extraction. Reports indicate a UN official and his associates were caught in the middle of an alien attack in France. If this official is killed or abducted by the aliens, it would undoubtedly spread panic and reduce the effectiveness of XCOM. We need a squad of your soldiers to escort the target safely to the extraction point. I think I know what this is. Alrighty, we are going to be going on a target extraction mission in France. So that will be our next mission. I have been Mark Zero. If you liked this episode, please like the video. If you want to continue to follow the war effort, please subscribe to Mark Zero Gaming. We will see you on the next operation. Have a good one.